My name is Mark Michaelson. I am the head roaster at Onyx Coffee Lab, which entails production planning. It also entails figuring out what the type of things we are doing with our blends. I've been with Onyx since the beginning. I've been really fortunate to watch Onyx grow into what it's become. Onyx itself was branded in 2012, and that's when really the journey started. And 7 short years later, we're at a place now to where there's 3 cafes, and we've been in over 51 countries around the world as far as our coffee being there. And I would say Onyx success has been its quality. It's the motto of never settling for good enough. And it's also, like any good team, it's having a team. It's having multiple people that are trained and that are not afraid of offending each other by saying, hey, this is just not good enough. There have been times that we've roasted a coffee that was really expensive and it just didn't hit our mark, so we couldn't sell it for what it was. We had to use it for another purpose, whether we donated it or other things. And so our focus on quality has always pushed us to not settle for something that we're just comfortable with. One of the visions of John, which has been a blessing and something that I've told him has helped me grow as a person, is his attention to detail. As a roaster and a cupper, there's all these little things you must focus on in order to get the same product. And so we have a very standard thing. We cup every roast that we do. We make sure that it hits within the certain parameters every single time. And if it doesn't, it goes to donation. New technology has really helped roasters around the world roast consistently. Before, kind of the old school method was always, and it should be practiced when you're first starting because it allows you to really understand all the phases. It was literally writing down every 30 seconds your time, your temperature, your fuel level, your air level, whatever you were doing. Now we have various different softwares that you have that allow us to control everything, and it shows us in real time what all those things are, and it documents it and it saves it to the cloud. So the way that we have our hookup with ours, the moment the coffee is cooled from the cooling tray, it goes down into a chute and then it is actually propelled up in see-through plexiglass that actually puts it to the top of the SOVDA Pearl Mini, and then it goes in. And as it dumps the coffee, there's multiple cameras that are taking shots every millisecond that are actually looking whether the color variable to keep it consistent. And so what it does, it'll allow the one coffee that's the actual good coffee that doesn't reject to go into a bigger barrel onto the side of the machine. And then we have a bucket that catches it in front, because every time that the machine sees a color variance or a rock or a nail or anything that we've programmed into it, it'll shoot a little puff of air. And so that little puff of air will actually reject it onto the front of the machine, and it'll go into our bucket. The amount of hand sorting that we had to do before would really, it would cause us to, at the beginning of the day, be really fresh-minded, because sometimes I'm doing 25 to 30 batches in a day. If I have to really rely on that, by the end of the day, I am so exhausted, both physically and mentally. It was really hard to keep a conversation, even with my own family and my wife. It hasn't only affected our production team, it's helped our wholesale team, it's helped our owners to know that we're literally giving our customers the best possible coffee, and we don't have to worry about the inconsistencies that we had to before.